Yes, you're welcome back. This is still Tea Time on Plus TV Africa. And of course, the greatness is not over. We have a guest in the studio, and she goes by the name Chioma Onuchukwu. And she's the head of TuneCore West.
Are you ready to take your digital marketing game to the next level? Unlock a world of possibilities with free guides and software. Click the links in the video description below to access invaluable resources for enhancing your marketing strategy. Don't wait, click now and become a digital marketing pro.
In East Africa. Before her appointment at TuneCore, she was a marketing manager at UDUX, UDUX, streaming platform in Nigeria, where she worked with Kiss Daniel, Yemi Alade, Davido, and more. Now, some of you may be asking, what's TuneCore? TuneCore is the global platform for independent musicians to build audience and careers with technology and services across distribution, publishing, administration, and a range of promotional services. TuneCore music distribution services help artists, labels, and managers sell their music through Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music, YouTube Music, Deezer, TikTok, and more. And has more than 150 download and streaming stores worldwide, while retaining 100% of their sale revenue. We'll ask about that. And rights for low annual flat fee. TuneCore Music Publishing Administration assists songwriters by administering their compositions through licensing, registration, worldwide royalty, collections, and placement opportunities in film, TV, commercials, video, games, and more. Let's make welcome the beautiful, very beautiful actually, Chioma Onuchukwu. Did I get your last name?
I'm jealous, and I want to say that.
Why?
I want to say, first of all, I'm jealous.
Why are you jealous?
Because you said very beautiful.
See,
very beautiful.
Don't put me in
Why did
trouble
you
here.
stress very? Also,
Yeah?
it's Onuchukwu.
Yes.
Onuchukwu.
I mean, he was
But
really
I was close, yeah.
Onuchukwu.
At least A for effort.
A for effort, yes. I mean, A for effort. Wow,
Yes,
thank you
yes.
for that super amazing introduction.
All right, but I think we should hear from the horse's mouth. Tell us about TuneCore, and you've been with them for close to 6 months now.
Yes,
How has that been for you?
Going on 6 months. I mean, it's been amazing. It's been totally different. I've been used to working behind the scenes, but now, I'm in the forefront, running things,
The
making...
foot soldier.
Yeah, actually, making the decisions and stuff. So it's been really, really interesting, really amazing. It's been, again, I'm going to reiterate, different. There's a really supportive team, our TuneCore, not just for their employees, but also to the artists as well. That is something that we like to put forward, amazing supports, customer service and stuff. So it's been really, really, really good. And I think you hit it with, describing what it is that we do. I don't think there's any need to, go back there. But basically, just say it again, we're a music distribution company. We also offer publishing, administration, and licensing. So.
Alrighty.
How does it feel being a woman in this position?
At the end of the day, for me, I think I've always had that dream that I would get to this point. So it's almost like where you've been trying to affirm or whatever you want to call it, manifest or visualize yourself there, and now I'm here. It's almost like, okay, finally, So it's amazing. In a sense, because like I said, it's like first time really being out there. So for me, it's amazing. And of course, with the conversation around, having more women in leadership, that conversation is also trickling down to, Africa, Nigeria as well. And I will also applaud TuneCore in that, because in terms of their management, senior meet or whatever, there's a very good representation for female leadership there. So which is also really good. I mean, I have a Southern African counterpart, and she's a woman, she's a woman as well. So yeah, so that's been really, really good.
All right, so digital marketing, streaming platforms, I wouldn't say it's new to Nigeria, but I think a lot of us, or a lot of people, actually felt the need for it during the pandemic, because there were no concerts anymore. They couldn't go out to have private shows, and then you realize that the only way I can make my money is using streaming platforms and all that. Are you telling us that this is the future right now, especially for independent artists, those that don't have record labels? And what is the plan for partnering with record labels as well?
I mean, This definitely, I'll say, is the future. Of course, with internet penetration really, taking off in Africa as well, not just the rest of the world, and of course, technological advances with people getting more on smartphones. Like even now, musicians, a lot of them don't even go into the studio to record music. You can literally do it on your phone. Yeah, and then you can also just send that music around to people to either maybe check it out for you or even have it distributed. So that's kind of the direction that we're going into right now. And I mean, 20 years ago, we can say that we didn't have these streaming platforms in the picture. So there's already that change happening. And then back then, of course, as an independent artist, it was very difficult for you to even get your music on those streaming platforms. That was where you could see the record labels, really shine and things like that. And now with the independent distribution companies like TuneCore, it makes it easy for artists to get their music on anywhere they want, whether it's Spotify, Deezer, Udwex, wherever it is, you can easily get your music out there. And
Udwex, actually, I
yes.
said Udox.
Yeah.
Let's go
Yeah,
on.
Udwex and stuff. But, the beauty of it now is back then you didn't have a lot of options of whether you need to go, get with the record label. And especially if what we've known from past events and history, people get into the record labels and they don't actually have 100% understanding of what they're getting into.
Yeah.
When you're independent and you find an independent company that you're comfortable with, that gives you everything that you need, and you're approached by the record label, not to say there's anything wrong with that, you now have an option of whether you want to go there or you want to stay independent, keeping 100% of everything. Do you understand? So it's now that change of you having the option now to either go this way or stay independent and stick with a distribution company like TuneCore, for instance.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
You mentioned that reading out everything about TuneCore, you mentioned that 100% of the revenue that is made by these artists is not touched by
Yes.
TuneCore.
So
how possible is that?
yeah,
Because you guys must chop now.
No, so for us, what we do is we charge you for either we are distributing a single or an album. So you're charged per single per year. So that's our own take home. But then when you make the revenues, or when we collect the revenues or the royalties from all of the DSPs that you've picked, whether you picked all of them or you have a select, because you have the option of, I want my music on Spotify, I don't want it on Apple, I want it here, I don't want it there. Once we get that, all of that goes to you.
So how flexible is the plan? Because you could say, okay, we'll do that for you for 2 years, we'll do that for you for 3 years. Is that how it works?
So for us, it's an annual thing.
Okay.
So it's like a subscription.
So I could choose not to renew after.
You have that option,
Okay.
yes. That
Also,
option is also available.
Some of you guys mentioned that some of your services that the songs that these artists had done, you make it very visible for movie distributions and all that.
Yeah, so that's
how do you know the kind of songs?
Yeah, so we have a team,
Okay.
that's dedicated to handling that. So basically they can, if they get, because part of when you upload your music to TuneCore, we also kind of go through it. And if we see it's something that, it could make sense in, say, a commercial or movie or whatever the case may be, then we can, let you know, like, hey, you can make some extra money, by licensing this off to so and so,
Right.
maybe with a show on Netflix or whatever the case may be. And that's additional revenue for you as an artist.
All right, so I remember this Mr. Easy story sometime when I don't want to mention the streaming platform now, where he said, he got over 100 million streams and he got like $5,000 or thereabout, and people were like, how? Do you understand? He was also lamenting. So I want to get it because a lot of us didn't get it, especially when you're not in the business. What's the algorithm to actually, calculate how much people are making from their streams?
Yeah, so there's a breakdown. I'm not too sure what happened with that. It could be a case of maybe a revenue split. I can't really speak on what that incident is, but typically there's like 3 ways that you get. So there's the mechanicals and recording, and another one right now I can't really remember. So there's like a breakdown of the various ways you can make money. Now, I'm not too sure what happened with the Mr. Easy situation. I don't know what platform that was, but yeah. So there's like a breakdown from the streaming, that's the DSPs, the digital streaming platforms, where you're able to, how your revenue streams are counted. So there's one called mechanical, I think another called recording, and there's one more as well.
All right. Do you think this puts you guys in a position where you're beginning to look like a competition with with record labels? You know, like we're in competition.
That's a loaded one. I can't. I think at the end of the day, it's just what works for you as an artist. So we've seen a need, and we've come in to, provide value, and help you through that. So it's now up to you to decide. Again, back to the statement I made about do you want to be independent, So, and then we celebrate that. We have a campaign now. It's going to go international sometime this March, maybe early April, called Independent AF.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's a big deal. We have merch on it. We have a hashtag on it with like over 100,000, people using that hashtag. So for us, it's just celebrating that, hey, you can still make it in this industry being independent.
Oh.
All right, so you guys are the, don't say, me don't jazzy just sign me, I don't blow. You could just...
So there's nothing wrong with that. If that's what you want to do.
You see what I'm saying?
Yes,
now,
we're
trying to defend it.
It's more like a competition now. It's looking
now
like...
we're trying to defend it. That's why it's beginning to look like a competition.
I'm not going to say anything about competition. I'm just saying we're giving you the option to still make it being independent. There's the record label, so what works for you, go for that.
I think it's a great opportunity for independent artists because, some people are like, I'm not signed to this place, so it's like very hard for me to like really make it.
And it's okay. So something to also include, because TuneCore was acquired by a company called Believe. Now Believe is an international record label, so to say. So you also have the opportunity to be upstreamed, upsold to Believe, which then offers you label services. So there's also that option. So we're not, we're not against, that. So it's just giving you the option. Yeah.
All right, let's talk about,
I'm aware that TuneCore is in over 60 countries.
What do you mean over 60 countries?
Like places they're...
So right now we have... I have counterparts in Paris, of course, US, Canada, UK, Paris.
I guess Australia as well.
Yes, Australia as well, Germany, Russia, India. Then, of course, we have South Africa and, of course, West Africa.
Right.
So, yeah.
So let's just focus in Nigeria first of all. How is the progress in Nigeria?
It's good. There's still a lot of work, to be done. And, things take time. So the main thing is
good things, actually.
I wanted to say that, but I just didn't want to come off as cocky.
You didn't want to be proud,
Yeah, they take time, but there's a lot of things, we're putting together, not to put anything out there, but I'll just say watch this space.
Okay.
All right, so while we're watching the space, tell us some of the new features. What should we be expecting in 2021, from TuneCore? All the enabling tools that could help independent artists. Tell us about that real quick.
Okay, well, I think I'll start with the two things that we've rolled out. This is something I've also seen in the Nigerian market, and then, of course, all the other markets as well, is just this misinformation and a lack of education. So we were very big on that. Our blog is very robust, and we're probably one of the distribution platforms that gives you a analytics dashboard for you to really see what is going on. If you're a numbers person, there's that transparency is there. So two things we've rolled out is the TuneCore Rewards program. So basically, it's a report program that kind of goes hand in hand with our new master classes that we're going to be putting out. So what it is basically encouraging our artists to participate in these master classes. And as you complete, you also can get certifications, TuneCore certifications for that. And then you're earning points, which is a TuneCore Rewards that you can then redeem into distribution credits as well. So it's just encouraging, and all of this is free. So it's encouraging artists to, educate yourself to help you become better in your career and get you where you want to be.
Now, affordability, what is that like, for somebody who wants to be a TuneCore client? And because I saw register, sign up, I know those things don't come easy, especially like you said, good things don't come easy, right? So I want to believe that there's a certain amount of money that I have to pay for registration and all that. Is it totally free?
That's to get your music on the platform. So we charge $9.99 for a single prayer, and then $29.99 for an album. Then subsequent years, the album price kind of goes up. Yeah. So, but that's all.
When I'm making sales, right?
Sorry.
That's when I'm making sales. My price goes up. All right, so we want to know how well you know your music since it's your space. All right,
God.
so we
See
will be
me,
playing
I like music, but I've realized, I guess it's the old age. I'm kind of awful
Old
lately.
age? Old age?
Yeah,
I want to be old.
You want to be old? All right, so let's see how well you know it, and we'll be playing Song Association with you. So you just have to sing a song that has this word in it.
Brace yourself, I know I'm going to feel this off.
Woman.
Woman. That's Rema.
Okay, sing it.
Oh.
I too like woman.
Yeah.
All right, call.
Sorry?
Call.
Call.
Call, like CALL.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Call. I don't know why you don't call me back, because what's coming to my mind.
Yeah, but okay, you got it. All right, love.
That one hard now.
That one was easy now. Love there almost every song.
There's a lot of songs with
Yes,
that.
nah. Is there any song without love?
Of course.
Until you love somebody. As wrote to me, that's what came to my mind.
Yeah, that's
Okay, what
yeah,
you mean? He's half Nigerian, so we'll give him. He's
Nigerian.
supposed to be, yeah, he's Nigerian actually.
Butterscotch. What
All
do
right,
you mean?
all right, feel good.
Feel good. Try.
Let me give you a clue. We just saw it.
Yeah.
You just, that's is it copy?
Well, I'm sure you can sing it. Chioma.
Yes.
Chioma.
Chioma.
That's the word.
Wait, Chioma the song.
I don't know. You tell me.
It's not
That's a word. I'm giving you a
assurance
word.
now.
Yeah.
Assurance, Davido. now.
Okay. All right.
You're not being fair with her, seriously.
Johnny.
What is it now? Johnny.
Johnny.
Johnny
whatever.
song or Johnny person?
No, you see, it's a word. You tell me what song it,
This
it's
is
in.
because mine is Yemi Alade's Johnny.
I'm looking for my Johnny.
Johnny, yes.
All right. So it's an amazing
he's worried me.
playing.
Yes.
Don't worry. You did very well. You didn't feel any actually.
Actually,
Apart from feel good. All right. So finally, tell us, for people interested in TuneCore, where can they find you guys? Where can they find you personally? And if they have questions.
So I'm on LinkedIn. I'm on Instagram. My handle is Truly Oma. Probably change that, but yeah, Truly Oma. My LinkedIn, Chioma Onuchukwu. Of course, if you're interested in sign up to TuneCore, I think you should. Definitely go to tunecore.com. Just go on Google www.tunecore.com and get it started.
Alrighty, thank you so much for being with us on the
Thank
show
you.
and sipping tea with us, actually. Alrighty,
you.
Thank you so much. And we'll be
Thank
going
you.
on the music break. Tea time continues right after this break.
Calling all marketers. Discover a treasure trove of free guides and software to supercharge your digital marketing prowess. Click the links in the video description below to unlock expert resources for increasing conversions, maximizing ROI, and more. Click now and revolutionize your marketing strategy.